Hello everyone, my name is Charlene Gomez and I'm going to present the Microteaching for the Curious Didactics of Mathematics with kids of 5th grade, and the topic is fractions. The objective of the class is deeper understanding and application of fraction concepts from creative, hands-on, contextualized activities that include design, problem-solving, and using fraction in everyday life situations. So, okay kids, today we're going to be chef and artists. At the same time, we are going to make a very special pizza. But it won't be just any pizza. I will be a pizza made by you using super creative materials. First, from groups of 4 or 5 classmates. Listen to me. Groups, groups, 4 or 5 classmates. Once, wait, 1, 2, 3. Once you are in your groups, we are going to watch a presentation on the screen together. We'll see pictures of delicious pizzas and learn how we can divide them into equal parts. For example, what happens if we divide a pizza into 4 pieces? How do we present the ingredients with fractions? We'll find out together. Entonces, mis niños, estamos en grupos y recuerden que van a hacer una pizza creativa con recursos como cartoncito, fumicito. Así que ahora que están en grupos, les voy a compartir esta presentación sobre pizzas deliciosas para que se inspiren y hagan su pizza. Your pizza. So, famous pizzas. The Margherita pizza. This pizza is characterized by its simple but vibrant colors representing the Italian flag with bread, tomato, white cheese, and green paste. The Margherita pizza. This is a picture. Look, basil, mozzarella, sauce, parmesan, tomato. Is delicious pizza. Margherita pizza. Now, other famous pizza is pepperoni pizza. This is one of the most popular pizzas with a spice and tasty touch due to the pepperoni, which covers the pizza in the form of small circles. Look at picture. Delicious. Onion, pepperoni, tomato, cheese, mushrooms, olives. Wow, it's a beautiful and delicious pizza. You can design a Margherita pizza, a pepperoni pizza, and other famous is Hawaiian pizza. This is one of the most popular pizzas with a spice and taste touch due to the pepperoni, which covers the pizza in the form of small circles. With pineapple. This is the Hawaiian pizza. With pineapple, sauce, ham, cheese, is with salt and with candy. It's very delicious pizza, the Hawaiian pizza. Other important pizza is the vegetarian pizza. This pizza is perfect for those who prefer vegetables, and its variety of colors can be very striking and attractive for children. The veggie pizza or vegetarian pizza have, for example, onion, pepper, olives, tomato, broccoli, mushrooms, and cheese. And the 4 cheese pizza, a cheese-rich pizza with a creamy and delicious flour, ideal for cheese lovers. Excuse me. Ideal for cheese lovers. The 4 cheese pizza has gorgonzola, mozzarella, parmesan, mental, and basil. It's a delicious pizza. You have different options to design your pizza, okay? Now, remember, you have 20 minutes to design your pizza. And remember, use fraction. For example, if you want to share your pizza with your team or classmates, you need to divide in 4 or 5 slices. Then, I'm going to present a video presentation, okay? Before we start with our activities today, we are going to watch a very fun and easy to understand video about fractions. This video will show you how fractions are in many things we do every day. For example, when we share a pizza with our friends, each slice is a part of the pizza. If we divide it into 4 equal parts, each slice is 1/3. We will also see how we use fraction when we follow our side, such as when measuring half a cup of sugar or a tear of oil. Can you imagine that? While we watch the video, I want you to pay attention and think of example fraction that you have seen or used yourself. I will ask you some questions to get you share your ideas. I am sure you will come up with some very interesting things. So get ready to learn in a fun and a practical way how fractions work in our daily lives. Let's enjoy it together. Entonces, mis niños, vamos a ver este video, esta presentación sobre las fracciones para que entiendan un poquito mejor las fracciones. Lo vamos a hacer de una manera divertida, muy interactiva con este video para ustedes, así que ahí vamos.
I've saved the planet once again. The film is over. Who wants pizza?
Cool! Have you finished with your homework? I'm doing my math homework. We're learning fractions.
I finished my homework before watching the film.
Hurry up, Anna. Finish up quickly before pizza's here.
Pizza's here.
Hooray!
Whoopee!
Whoopee!
Let's eat then.
Mmm, so yummy. Anna, tell us what you learned about fractions. A fraction can be a part of a whole. For example, we are a family of 5. 2 adults, mom and dad, and 3 kids, me and my siblings. Very well, so what fractions would reflect this data? I know that 2/5 of the group are adults. Number 5 below the line is called the denominator. It indicates that we are 5 people in the group. Number 2 above the line is called the numerator. It indicates the 2 people in the group are adults.
Exactly. So, what fraction would represent the number of kids in our family?
3/5. In this group of 5, 3 people are kids. Well done, Anna. 4 cheese pizza, my favorite.
The first pizza was delicious. Let's try the second one. Anna, did you know that if we divide an object into 2 equal parts, we would also have fractions? This pizza, for example, if we divided it in 4 equal parts and ate one of them, we would have eaten 1/4 of the pizza. The rest stays in the box. What fraction would that be?
Well, if there are 3 alike pieces left in the box, and there were 4 pieces before, there are 3/4 of pizza left.
That's it. The number below the line is the denominator. It indicates into how many equal parts the object is divided.
And if we divided this last pizza in 6 parts and ate 2, there would be 4. Let's look at fractions of a group or divisions of objects. For fractions of a group, the denominator represents the number of elements in the group, and the numerator represents the elements we have selected. We are 5 in this family. 3 of us are kids. So 3/5 of our family are kids. And 2/5 of the group are adults. That's mom and dad.
We could also see fractions when we divided an object into equal parts. The denominator represents the number of parts in which the object is divided, and the numerator represents the part of the fraction we are talking about. This pizza is missing 1/4 of its whole, and there are 3/4 left.
You really earned this pizza, kids. Hello, math friends. Do you know what these numbers are? They are called fractions. Do you know how to read them? You don't? No problem. I'll explain it to you. Fractions are made up by 2 numbers. The number above and...
Entonces tenemos dos números que componen las fracciones. El número de arriba representa lo que seleccionamos de un grupo que tiene tantas cosas como se representan en el número de abajo.
the number below. A line separates these numbers. The number above the line is called the numerator.
Numerador, que está arriba,
Well done.
y
The number below the line is called the denominator.
denominador, que está abajo de la
That's
línea.
it. We read the numerator as we would normally read any number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The number we read differently is the denominator. When the denominator is a 2, we say half. So we would read this fraction as 1 half. 1 for the numerator and half for the denominator. If we change the numerator for a 2, we would read the fraction as 2 halves. Easy, right? When the denominator is a 3, we say third. This means that this fraction would be, come on, you say it. That's it, 1/3. And if I use a 2 for the numerator, how would we read the fraction? 2/3, great!
Great.
When the denominator is a 4, we say fourths. This fraction would be 2/4. And this one? Very well, 3/4. And so on. If the denominator is a 5, we say fifths. If it's a 6, we say sixths. If it is a 7, we say sevenths. If it's an 8, we say eighths. If it's a 9, we say ninths. And if it's a 10,
Y así sucesivamente. Entonces vamos a ir diciendo, ya sabemos que el de arriba es el numerito de lo que no seleccionamos, podemos decir las partecitas de la pizza que nos comemos, y el de abajito es el total de las pizzas que tenemos. Ahora, chicos, ustedes se van a dividir en grupos, in groups, for developing this game, okay? Snakes and leaders. Look, it's time to play. We're going to work in teams and have fun learning about fractions. Each team will have the chance to roll a die to advance along a snake-shaped path filled with a special square. In each square, you will find a challenge or problem. Look, for example, that you have to solve to keep moving forward. Some challenge will be everyday situation like sharing food, another will be more creative, so you can use your imagination and what with you learning about fractions. There will also be a special square. If you learn one of these and answer correctly, you will be able to move forward faster. But if you fail, you may have to move a teammate back a few squares. Are you ready to take on the challenge and see which then gets to end first? Let's play under together. Remember, this is the play. And you have different questions here and problem solving. Then you develop this game. You're going to develop your menu. Now we're going to show off everything we're learning about fraction with an interactive activity. We're going to use a tool called Quiz, where you'll find some really fun and easy questions. Here, easy question with quiz. I will leave you to enter the platform and follow the instructions step by step. And the final part, you have a game, a virtual game you develop about fractions.